Solfa, which can also be called solfège or solfeggio, is a system that uses syllables to represent the notes in a scale. This system of solfa actually came into being in the 11th century when a monk called Guido d'Arezzo, and I apologize if you're Italian for my pronunciation, adapted the beginning of a Latin hymn by taking the first 7 syllables and using these when he was teaching other monks music. In modern times, many of you will know it from a very famous song from a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical, The Sound of Music. So, what is tonic solfa? Tonic solfa is a simple system of 7 different note names that are applied to notes within a diatonic scale. For example, in this C major scale, you can see the notes of Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, La, and Ti applied to the 7 different notes of this major scale. We would sing it like this. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, La, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Do. In tonic solfa, the names of the notes remain the same, but the tonal center or key note is what changes. Notice that in the A natural minor scale, which is the relative minor of C major, Do is still C, but our tonal center or key note is now A. We call this La. The notes are still the same. We just focus or begin and end on La. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Once you understand the relationships between the notes in these scales, no matter what major scale you are in, for example, here's the D major scale, notice that the solfa stays the same. And no matter what minor scale you're in, this one is the B natural minor, the solfa names of these notes remain the same. By keeping the solfa the same for all major scales and the same for all natural minor scales, as musicians, it enables us to learn better relationships between the notes of these scales. It helps us to memorize and recognize and understand the notes that composers choose to place in the melodies and the harmonies that we play and listen to.